All right, everybody, we're back. This is Dog Awful Betting. We're here with another podcast. I'm at the South Point Casino here in Las Vegas. Here is the sports book. If you're ever in Vegas, come check it out. The only 24-hour sports book in Las Vegas. So place your bets any time of day. It's really nice and convenient. So we are Dog Awful Betting. We have a Twitter page at Dog Awful Betting. We have a Facebook page as well. We post some content on both of those. Just do a Facebook search of Dog Awful Betting. You'll find us there. I'm Vegas Night. That's Parlay Puffin. We have a couple other guys that usually join us, but they're out tonight. Our last several podcasts just been basically football, but we want to keep this going year round. We do bet quite a bit of college basketball here at Dog Awful. So here's the college basketball futures bet for the NCAA tournament. We bet NBA, we bet hockey, we bet a little bit of everything. But we're gonna now that football's over, we're gonna kind of shift our focus to some of these other sports and talk about what we like from some of these teams and sports, just to keep the podcast going. Because like I said, we're always trying to build a following, trying to get our numbers up. So give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share, give us a comment. We do appreciate it. Um, and like I said, just give us a chance and listen to us. So we'll get into some college basketball right now. I'm looking at this list just off the top of your head without looking at any of the lines. Who do you like as far as like maybe your final four?
Final four, I'll probably go KU, Houston, Bama. It was pretty chalk, and then I Marquette is a sleeper team for me. They're pretty good. I like Marquette. I think it's gonna be a matchup.
You
For
said
them if they
hold on.
if they
You said Kansas,
KU,
Houston,
Bama,
Alabama.
and then Marquette.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, Marquette's gonna, that's gonna be if they get in the bracket with one of those other three, it's probably not gonna be for them. But I've watched them a little bit this year. I like how they play. They're disciplined, and I just think they're one of those teams that's not getting a whole. I mean, they're ranked 10th, but they're not too bad. What's the score of their game tonight,
What?
Marquette.
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna bet them actually today, but I held off.
I was too. They were like plus 195 at Westgate or something. They were on the road, but
They're down 8 at the half.
they are down 8.
So they're at Creighton. That's part of. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get into this as part of this podcast of like road teams, good road teams playing on the road, or good teams playing on the road.
Been bad for us.
I have a beef with that. But as far as my
Texas, I like Texas.
You like Texas?
Yeah, I like Texas. They're solid. I mean, this year's kind of been odd to watch. I think there's really only a handful of teams that you could say, they've got a legitimate shot. I mean, obviously upsets in the tournament is what make it the tournament, but just pure good solid teams, there's really only a handful. And so UNC can just go straight to hell. Go.
For everyone who don't know, he's a UNC guy as well.
Awful.
So you said Kansas as of right now. Well, not as of right now, but February 3rd. That's the last time the sheet was updated. It's probably been updated since then, but we're just going off the sheet here just for conversation. Kansas is actually 15-1 to win it.
Really?
I would take those odds for sure.
Wow. Yeah.
Houston is 6-1.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is almost 2 weeks old now, but
yeah, but still.
Bama 7-1, and you said Marquette. Marquette is 30-1.
That would be one of those where you throw 10, 15 bucks on just for for fun. And then Texas. What's Texas?
Texas is 20-1.
That's a pretty good number too.
Yep.
They're solid. They're solid.
I like Purdue quite a bit.
Purdue's a funny team though.
Yeah.
They've got Eddie, and then who's that guard? What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Well,
But
I
I
haven't
feel
really
like
watched them much.
well, I haven't watched them a ton because it's Big Ten, and I'm not a huge fan of Big Ten basketball. But um, the couple times that I've watched them, I just feel like if either one of them are not on, they're not that impressive. But when they're both on, they look unbeatable.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a pretty good Ivy. Ivy is the guard. Is he still there?
Jaden Ivey? No, he's in the NBA.
Okay, well then there's another one then.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. But
Yeah, I like Kansas. I like Purdue as far as the Final Four team. I was liking Tennessee, but the last week and a half they've kind of fell off. I don't know what's going on with that team.
just shit the bed.
But I mean, they're I think they're a good enough team they could find themselves in the tournament. I mean, Rick Barnes is the coach. He's a good
Well,
coach.
yeah, I
So
mean,
I wouldn't necessarily rule them out.
no.
I think Baylor's I think they'll be right there. Scott Drew's a good coach.
They got waxed tonight.
Yeah.
The K-State's solid too, though. They're not bad.
Yeah, but K State's not I don't think they're Final Four material.
No.
I kind of like Xavier, but they lost.
And again, tonight at home.
Yeah. So let's get into that little tidbit. So we like to play a lot of parlays here at Dog Awful. Sometimes we'll go 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes we'll throw 7 and 8 teamers out there just for shits and giggles. We know we're probably not going to hit them. But the biggest thing that chaps my ass when I place a parlay is when I pick a solid road team, even a ranked road team, might be 17 and 6. They're going to a team that's 8 and 15 and they lose. It chaps my ass like no other. Cannot stand it.
How many times this year have you wanted to burn the University of Vanderbilt to the ground?
Well, that's a weird place to play. So I've kind of stayed away from the Vanderbilt home games. If it's a good team going in there to play, just because that's a weird place to play with the way the court's set up and the benches are at the end. So I try to stay away from Vanderbilt, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Freaking UT.
But I don't know. I've lost so many
it's crazy
by one leg because I have had a decent team lose on the road. It pisses me off.
Well, it's that stat that I sent out. What did I shoot it out yesterday? Where it said that 67% of the home teams in college basketball win. So there was the thing I said was like, so if you've got a home team that's a plus money or right around even money and up to like minus 110 120, they were saying that you're 67% of the time they're probably going to win,
right?
But yeah, good teams on the road getting beat is infuriating when they're playing a bad team.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
But then sometimes I'm looking at these and it's like you got a good team at home and they'll lose sometimes. When you're looking at it, you'll be like, oh, I would never take that team on the road at that team. I just don't see it. And then they lose.
Yeah.
It's like that's the day I should have took a road team and I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or the one that really makes me mad was like, for example, last night, UC Santa Barbara. Like what are you doing? They were playing Cal State Fullerton at home. They were like minus 330 and they shot like 30% from the field.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of stuff that just, like you said, they were, I think they were 20 and 6. And I think Fullerton was like 14 and 14 or something like that.
Santa Barbara was home, right?
Yeah, at home. And they got waxed. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. It's fun, but it's frustrating as hell.
Yeah, so it looks like K-State got over Baylor tonight. That's a good one.
Yep, 10.
But like I said, Baylor's on the road, so what can you do? So
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting here judging these teams on like road wins and losses, but like when it comes tournament time, it's going to be neutral court. So
Right.
you're going to lead more towards the better team on a neutral court, I would think.
I,
I see Tennessee lost again tonight. My gosh.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, to A&M, who's not that I mean, but that's another
Two,
example of
three,
what has
four.
been a
So
really
the
good.
Tennessee's 1-5, 1-4 in their last 5 games.
Mhm.
They were ranked. So on February 4th, they were ranked number 2 in the nation.
Yeah,
Since then,
I knew they were up there.
since then they're 1-4. That's crazy. Actually, they're two. So Florida beat them on February 1st. So technically, they're 2-5.
Yep,
One and
that
five.
one chapped me too.
Wow.
I
One,
remember that
two,
game. Yep.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1-5 in their last 6. That's nuts, man.
Hmm.
That is nuts.
They have fallen off the face of the earth.
No more injuries. No injuries or anything, right?
Not that I know of.
Wow, that's a big. That's a big. Like, wow.
I mean, I get the SEC is a decent conference, but man, oh man, it's ugly.
UCLA's up there too. UCLA, they got
What
they're
are
like 12.
they?
They're 12-1.
See, I haven't watched a lot of them because all their games are 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Same with
Well,
like Arizona. Same with like Arizona.
I mean, I work in the evening, so I don't really get the chance to watch these guys either. I just try to look at all the stats and try to.
Well,
I
yeah.
wish I could watch them a little more because sometimes the eye test does mean something. You know,
Hmm.
if you can watch a team and be like, well, they might be 13 or they might be 10-14, but like they play hard, then
Exactly.
I would consider taking them in a bet because the heart's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's like um uh oh um completely lost my train of thought now. I'll come back to it. I can't remember what I was going to say.
And I'm looking at these rankings right now.
What is Arizona? What's Arizona ranked right now?
They're
Are they
ranked
still
seventh,
top? So
seventh,
okay,
24 and
still top.
4.
That's another team that I would say I like. They're solid. They're good.
Yeah, I don't know how KU got 5 losses. They're really good.
Well,
I don't know if they just
they lost at K State.
yeah.
They lost at Iowa State. I'm pretty
At
sure
where?
Iowa State,
Oh,
which
okay.
Iowa State's ranked. Uh,
They're ranked, but
maybe Baylor clipped them,
yeah, I don't remember. I have to
and
look at them.
then they lost to um, oh
K State got them. TCU got them. Baylor got them.
TCU.
Yeah.
Did Iowa State not get them?
No, they got them.
Okay. And then I thought maybe
Tennessee got
Michigan
them
State,
early in the year.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good win for Tennessee, but then they fell on their faces last week.
Yeah. I'll tell you, in a team that's getting a team that's really getting no love affair right now is Arkansas. They started off hot, like upper, and then they had a little bit of a lull, and they're really they're starting to
I don't know if I'm
turn
real,
it a little bit.
I don't know if I'm real big on Arkansas. I don't know. I wish I had a crystal ball. There's some really good
Yeah.
odds on here. I'd like to throw $100 at. Win some
Yeah,
money.
that's
But
for sure.
like I'm not like I'm a little bit of a homer, but I think Missouri on a neutral court could be something. I think they could.
Yeah, the problem is they're getting no respect.
I don't know. I think that's
I
good
mean,
though, as far as
they've
odds and
beaten
stuff
team,
go.
and the teams that they've gotten beat by. Okay, they got shellacked by KU, but what are you going to do?
Right.
You know, they beat Tennessee at Tennessee.
That's a good one. Yeah.
They, Mississippi State got them tonight, but Mississippi State's not a bad club.
Oh wait, they lost tonight or won?
I thought they got beat, didn't they?
No, they won in overtime, 66-64.
Oh, they did. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's a perfect example. So they're 19-8, right? They have beaten Iowa State. They beat Iowa State by 17. Iowa State's ranked.
Yeah.
They beat I'm looking at it right now. Just give me they beat Tennessee at Tennessee.
Yep.
But then they turn around and they got beat by 33 to Auburn.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But they were on the road, right?
They were.
Yeah. They're not a good road team. I'll give them that. But like I said, when you go to a neutral court, I think they could overcome that.
Yeah, I just saying they're one of those
Right.
teams where it's like, like
Yeah.
Moody bet, it's like, okay, well, which team is going to show up tonight?
Right. No, I agree.
When they're like, if they're hitting their shots from the outside, they're good. But if they're cold, then they're.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like for 300 to 1 odds, it's worth a $5 bet. Just
they're 300 to 1.
When this was printed, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's worth $5.
That's what I'm saying. I don't expect them to actually win it, but like on a neutral court, I think they can hang with some teams. So for $5, I'll put some.
If they're making their shots, they can beat anybody if they're making their shots.
Right. So I like that one. It's just kind of like a sneaky one for 300 to 1 odds.
What is Arizona's odds?
15 to 1.
That's them and KU would be at 15 to 1. Those would be good ones right there.
Yep. I don't know how North Carolina is 12 to 1.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, but
they're not even going to make the tournament.
Duke is 50 to 1.
Nah, they're just as bad as North Carolina.
Yeah, that's a big fall off. Duke and North Carolina this year was not expecting that. I know Duke's kind of transitioning from Coach K to Shire, but I still expected them to be a little better than this, just because of the talent that they have, like the talent that they can bring in as far as recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of touched on this in one of our other podcasts. I think I don't think Shire's the guy for them anyway, but because Coach K said, "Hey, this is who I want to succeed me," they do it.
Right.
But they should have brought in somebody else, more seasoned Duke alum, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville's 1,000 to 1 to win the tournament.
They are one of the worst college basketball teams I've ever watched.
No, get this though. Get this. So these odds came out April of last year, I guess, right after the tournament. Louisville was 150 to 1, and then when this was printed, they were 1,000 to 1. That's crazy. Florida State, look at this. Florida State was 60 to 1 when this first came, when the very first lines came out. They're 2,500 to 1. That's crazy.
Goodness. Man. What's Miami? The U. What are they?
Yeah, they're decent.
Tell me they're like 100 to 1. Please tell me they're like 100 to 1.
Gotta find them. Miami, Florida, 50 to 1 right now.
That wouldn't be a bad little dabble. I mean,
I would like to see. I would like to have like a Final Four sheet, like odds to make it to the
odds
Final
to make
Four.
It. Yeah,
because I mean, cool. Predicting the actual winner, like obviously there's a handful of teams here that can do that. I would much rather try to bet a team making the Final Four. Obviously, the odds are going to be a little lower,
right?
But I think that would be more fun. Do you want to get into baseball, or do we want? We'll just hold off and maybe do baseball another week.
We can do baseball another week.
Yeah, let's do that. We can dig into some more stuff because spring training hasn't even really fired up yet.
Okay.
So we'll do the baseball in a couple more weeks.
Sounds good.
All righty, man. That's it for Dog Awful, everybody. We'll be back in a week or two. Peace out.
See you guys.